Good morning. It is another day at Robbie Layton's shop, not my shop. We are here for important reasons though. Race car reasons, Baja 1000 reasons. It's gonna be awesome.
Matt just came up to bring a ton of cores that we're hauling back east. We have a truck and trailer going all the way to Stafford Springs, Connecticut, because I'm racing in a Cletus McFarlane event.
I'm gonna be flying into that event. I'm gonna be picking up these parts and I'm gonna be taking them to Clark's Corvair parts. Now, I've been buying parts from Clark's Corvairs for 40 years and I have never once returned a core. So I've got, I don't know, 2,000 pounds of cores here. We're gonna get those to Clark's. We're gonna tour their facility. We're gonna get some help building the Baja Race Corvair, Sweet Caroline. It's gonna be awesome. Regardless of how much money we get for these cores, it's not worth it.
You're giving back to the Corvair community.
I am. I'm giving back to the Corvair.
Humanitarian work.
Yep.
And I'm just loving that he's cleaning out his stash a little bit.
Oh, whoa. Just for a minute until they get refurbished and he buys them back.
This is so ridiculous to haul this. It's like virtually nothing, and it's a big effort. But it makes me happy, and so should you.
So should you. That never makes any sense.
A lot has happened since we dropped those parts off at Robbie's. We did 2 jobs. We drove the Bombi through the dunes to the top of the world.
Then we got in an airplane and flew to Boston.
And we spent the night in the lobby of the car rental center because they knew how to take the reservation. They just didn't know how to hold the reservation. Anybody can take them. It's the holding, which is really the most important part. Okay, we've been here about 9 hours now trying to get the truck that we reserved. I'm not even kidding. We literally spent last night in the lobby of Avis. We were there for about 9 hours. But that's all in the past because this morning we got a hold of a nice manager that was a problem solver and he knew how to get us on the road and find us a truck. So now we're gonna drive to Stratford Springs Speedway where we're gonna meet Steve. Robbie's behind us. We're gonna rendezvous. We're gonna load some parts in this and then we are headed to Clark's Corvair Parts in Shelburne Falls, Massachusetts, and I'm so excited. All right, we rendezvoused with Team Robbie Layton. We got our parts and we're transferring them to the rental truck, and then it's off to Shelburne Falls.
Matt's so excited he won't even let us stop to eat or use the bathroom or anything.
Clark's Corvair Parts, baby. Plus, I got 40 years worth of cores to drop off. All right, we've just got this one more pallet right here to unload and load. And then we're on our way to Shelburne Falls, Massachusetts. It's a bummer we don't get to hang out with these guys. Ooh, I can feel the weight. We are loaded down. I'm guessing this is about 1,500 pounds of steel.
Matt says we're back on schedule, which is good because I need a pit stop and I need some food.
We haven't had a meal, like sit-down meal, since lunch yesterday, so we should probably get something.
And it's lunchtime again.
All right, looks like we found a place to eat. It's called Friendly's. We're gonna go in there and see how it is. And Jamie's gonna take a sponge bath.
No, I'm not.
So she's feeling like she spent all night in an Avis rental center.
Yes, I do.
Did you order something for
Yeah,
breakfast?
I got a BLT.
Okay, Jamie got a BLT. I got New England clam chowder, and because I want to see if it's better over here. I'm in New England, right? Isn't this considered New England? Okay, all right. So we are in New England, so I want to try the New England clam chowder. We just confirmed we are in New England. What else did I get? Garden salad and a really thin shake, just the way I like it.
And Matt decided to pick up everyone's tab that's here in Friendly's.
We're not going to tell them. How is it?
It's pretty good.
It's good. It's good clam chowder. All right, that was awesome. That was really good food. Super nice staff. Clean. It's kind of one of those family restaurant. I don't know. It's just kind of it's very northeastern. I don't know. I've never been here before. But, you know, I know that there's nuances here that the people that are local here notice, but I don't notice. because I'm from the Mojave Desert. And so I know that there's got to be subtle differences. I just can't see them. But Massachusetts looks like Tennessee to me. Like I can't tell them apart. And I know if you're local here, you'll be like, oh, it's way different. Kind of like we think Arizona looks different than Nevada, but you guys think it looks the same.
I think it's just all the green that you see, and just thicker woods, green.
Yeah, and the houses are like right on the road, and none of the roads are straight. It's very similar. So you might at least give me that. It's very similar. All right, we got about 7.5 miles to go before we're at Clark's Corvair Parts. I'm so excited. I've dreamed about this my whole life since I was a little boy. As soon as I found out there was a Clark's Corvair Parts, I've dreamed of this day, and this day is here.
He's super excited.
You're probably not passionate about Corvairs like I am, but you're passionate about something. So just imagine that. That's where I'm at right now. There's something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm getting to do it right now. And I'm just excited. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this.
Does my makeup look okay?
Yeah, you look amazing.
That's the correct answer.
So about paying for the food for the rest of the people that were in there and then taking care of the servers. I've had a lot of people in my life that they've invested a lot into me, and there's no way I can pay them back. Some of them aren't even around anymore. So I just like to take the opportunity, because I'm in a little bit of a position now where I can also pay it forward. And in that way, I'm paying back the people that invested in me. So that's why I do that.
It's fun to do. I enjoy it.
So forever, I've always imagined this, and in my mind's eye, it's always fall here, because it's Shelburne Falls, Massachusetts, and I just did that word association. But it's summertime, and there's no fall. There's not even a hint of fall, so it looks different. I don't recognize it.
There's a hint of fall.
That is not a hint of fall.
The color is.
I'll have to come here in the fall and see if it's the same as I thought it was. Oh man, I'm getting butterflies.
I don't get it.
I'm really getting butterflies. I don't know.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
Oh, I think Siri sounds like she's a little excited too. It is right there.
Oh, Clark's Corvair Parts. There's the sign.
Your destination is on the right.
Look at all the Corvairs.
Where?
Right there.
Oh.
Oh my
I didn't
goodness.
see them.
Oh, that's awesome. Where do we park? I'm just gonna park it up here.
That red on that late model is kind of pretty. It's a weird red.
It's a Aztec bronze. Okay, we're gonna come back and look at these lovely cars, but we need to declare ourselves as visitors first. Oh, there he is, right there. How are you doing?
Very good. Good to meet you.
Good to talk to you on the phone and finally see you.
Matt's been giggling like a schoolgirl knowing that he's coming here. He's so excited.
Got a 64 convertible. Is this a 61?
Yep.
I'm not as good at the trucks.
I just love driving that thing. That thing is
yeah.
crazy.
So for those of you watching it, this is a mom drive.
Yeah.
So the 60 is my favorite body style, and it's for non-Corvair people. The 60 looks just like the 61 through 64, but for Corvair guys, this is as different as the early models from the late models.
What's different? Because
The
I would
hood's
say they're
smooth.
the same.
The hood's smooth, so there's no rib there. We can check against that car, and then this is concave right here, so the headlights are basically symmetrical.
Oh, I
and where
see
the
that.
other ones come to a point.
This is Joan, my wife.
Joan, good to meet you.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I know you'd understand that. But, yeah,
Yep.
been there from the beginning.
Yep. Started it 51 years ago.
Yeah.
Still here.
Yeah, this is crazy. And yeah, I appreciate what you guys do too. All right, we looked at all of Cal Jones' cars there, and man, I'm jealous. I guess if you own a Corvair business, like that's your main business, you're gonna have some nice Corvairs hanging around. This is awesome.
So on a good day, this will be pretty much
One of the clubs
Boxes.
did that. gave it to us as a
Some club
gift.
gave us that.
They should have used the generator and put that thing in service. Got a lot of inside Corvair jokes you guys aren't gonna get.
That was an
As
inside
you've
joke, I
probably
guess.
seen from photos and things, this is no highfalutin, organized, mechanized pulling system. It's just
This is people
this is people
with
walking
a piece
around.
of paper getting the
Yep.
thing.
It's
Well,
it's in
and that's what's
numerical order and
amazing about this. So I've got some younger guys working for me that are into Corvairs. They've got Corvairs now, and Jake's like, dude, you call and you tell them what you want. He's like, it's like 1982 all over again, and it's nice. Like, even like I would rather call somebody and just be like, I need this part. When you buy something online with a click, I'm like, I know that technology sometimes glitches. I don't know if they got my order or not.
Most of our customers feel the same way too.
Yeah, it's part of the experience, I think, of owning the car. In my opinion.
every online order that we take, somebody physically looks at it, and if they said that it's for 1960 and everything seems to be for 62 or 63, we'll contact the customer.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh, and that same thing happens to me because I'm often ordering for multiple things.
Yep.
They'll be like, "Oh, that's for a 65." I'm like, "Oh, my wife has a 65, so she's got a Evening Orchid Corsa."
I love that color, yeah.
We should buy some stuff while we're here and send it back with Robbie. Save some shipping. This is so cool. Got glove boxes. Brake parts. So I'm not gonna bore you with every single aisle that I'm gonna walk up and down, but I'm gonna do it. We'll come back right after that. So a lot of people assume that since I'm a Corvair guy that I don't like Ralph Nader. And I'm kind of indifferent to Ralph Nader, but check it out. He came here to take a tour.
And
Oh,
there's your
that's
phone.
how yes, that's exactly how I imagined it. And it's not that way, it's summertime. So I'm not even sure I'm at the right place. These parts have been waiting 40 years. These cores have been waiting 40 years to make it back to Clark's. You can be the judge on these. I think most of these are perfect. They might have a little bit of a ding or dent, but none of them are junk.
No, those look good.
All right, we got this all unloaded. They're gonna look through here, see if I brought them junk or if I brought them some good cores. Okay, we're in the upholstery part of Clark's Corvair, and this is another part I'm really excited about because I need full interior for my Spider. It was pretty good shape when I bought it, but it's all original, and when we brought it to Southern Utah, it finished drying out and it's starting to unravel. All right, this is the tooling for embossing the door panels. This is all handmade. Look at this. When I say handmade, I mean a machine did this particular pattern, but you don't go to the store and buy that. You have to have it like drawn up and then made by a man with a machine. That's so cool. I know that it's only been a couple of minutes on here, but we've been here for hours checking out everything. We've looked under every rock, behind every tree. This is a dream come true for me. This is, I can't describe it. What would you say?
You've had a smile on your face the entire time.
All right.
A grin from ear to ear.
All right, we are now going to drive a 1960 Monza. This car is on my list of a vehicle, one that I want to get. This will be a real treat. I'm just going to give you just a really, really brief history of what's going on here. So Ed Cole envisioned the Corvair to be an economy car for the wife to drive. And as soon as the public became aware of the Corvair, there was this American Porsche kind of a feeling from the general public, and the design team and the engineering team was listening to this, and this is their answer to that. This is the first Corvair sports model right here, 1960 Monza, in a 900 trim. This is so cool. 80 horsepower, 2-speed power glide, all original. And it just makes this grown man really, really happy. All right, we have literally been in every building, up and down every aisle. I've touched all, how many parts do you have in stock?
Around 14, 15,000.
I've touched 14 or 15,000 parts, plus some used parts, some cores. So I think it's been a full day. I'm super happy. I got to drive Cal's 1960 Monza. That was fun. So since we stayed up all night in the lobby of the Avis rental car, I think we're gonna go to the Airbnb, take a nap, and then tomorrow it is New England and 900 things with Robbie Layton, Cletus McFarland. I don't even know who was all there.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a last second trip for us, so I don't even know who's there. But rest assured, we'll take you with us, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Good morning. It is race day. You can tell because I've got my checkered flag shirt on. There's the Crown Vics. We kind of slept in today, didn't we?
I haven't slept in this long for a long time, and it felt so good.
Yeah, so we didn't sleep the night before. We put in 12 hours last night. We're late. We got to find where Robbie is and see if he needs some help. It wasn't too hard to find Robbie because we got the Burnout Pacer right here. We got Celebrity Sam right here checking it all out. So it's just been brought to my attention that planes are grounded because of a Microsoft hack. And we got to fly out of here. Jamie, what's our options?
Our only option is to go buy a Corvair and drive it home, of course.
Her idea, not mine.
It's the adventure. Come on, guys, get off of them airplanes. It's the adventure. We got to go cross country here.
Sam said that if we buy a Corvair and bring it by, he'll shine it up for us so we can cruise across the nation in shiny style.
Come on.
Those runs were already there, Robbie.
That is unacceptable.
They were already there.
I bet they were.
They're from,
you know what?
For the factory.
Okay, so since those grips were there, Matt's doing a great job. I'm not going to critique him. That looks great.
All right, my work is done here, and I only got a little bit of blue on my fingers.
Let's go win a bald eagle.
Heck yeah, brother. Robbie's in first place. So Robbie's gone from first place to 19th place. But we're still cheering for him. Woohoo! Looks like Robbie's done. He just caught a ride out in the golf cart. We'll go see what's going on. Well, Robbie blew a tire. They changed it. He blew another one. They said, you're done. Good morning. It is day 2 of this event. I think the main thing today is the burnout competition. So we're going to look at some of that. The weather is still beautiful. Connecticut, beautiful place.
We're going to go meet some fans.
All right, we got the burnout crowd here today. Look at some of these burnout cars. Some of the burnout cars are boats. And some of the burnout cars are planes. Oh, he took both his tires out. All right, day 2 of this event is over, and we're celebrating with delicious seafood.
Matt's favorite.
I already pounded my oysters and lobster and whatever else.
And it was delicious.
It was amazing. We don't even know if we're gonna make our flight yet. We've got one alert telling us that it's in peril and another alert saying that it's on schedule. I guess we get up at 4 a.m., drive to the airport, and then we'll find it out whether we're going home on foot or on plane.
On foot.
That's a risk we're all willing to take.
Yeah. All right. When I was down in Houston at the O'Reilly's event, I got a signed hat from Derek, Vice Grip Garage. Somebody stole it right off the record. So I had to go all the way to Connecticut, find Derek, find his booth, get my hat signed again. But now I'm wearing it on my head, so if somebody steals it, I'll know it. So it looks like our flight is back on schedule. It was knocked off for, I don't know, a couple hours. But we're not going to have to drive a rusty Corvair home, which actually makes me a little bit sad. But it's also going to be nice to be back in time for work Monday. And y'all know how I hate missing work. All right, we just got an update. We don't have a captain or crew yet. We might be driving a Corvair home.
Matt keeps hoping.
Our flight just got delayed again. We have a crew but no captain. But every hour, like this has been the pattern so far, every hour they delay it an hour.
This one they delayed 2 hours, just barely.
Well, all right. Well, it's compounding. All right, we are finally back. What an ordeal. We are not ready to go in the shop yet. The floor is not cured. We can't work in there. So here's what I've decided to do to keep myself busy. I am going to go get some base numbers with this unknown engine. I have no idea what's in this car. It was in it when I bought it, and I can tell that it's kind of been pieced together. So I have this engine right here that I've been building for my Spider. It is designed to be turbocharged, and it's designed to make 300 horsepower. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a huge number in the Corvair world. This has the same heads that we're putting on the race car, the same cam we're putting in the race car, and it's the same displacement. Everything's the same. I'm copying this engine design to put in Sweet Caroline. So what I want to do is get a baseline from an unknown engine and then swap this engine in there, naturally aspirated, and see if we have an improvement. That's what I want to do. I've found a great place to get a base number without breaking the law. So what I have in mind is a little time trial for this car. We're going to be measuring how many seconds it takes to go from 40 to 80, which is the speed limit on the freeway, and we're going to be checking to see engine oil temperature. So that'll give us a baseline, and we'll see if we can improve it with a highly modified engine and then a turbo. So all these tests, we're going to do it when it's the same temperature outside, and we're going to do it with a full tank of gas and the same people in it, so that it can be as fair as possible. None of us have ever done this little time trial that we're gonna do, so none of us have any reference, but how many seconds do you think it's gonna take to go from 40 to 80?
Oh, at least 15.
15 seconds?
20. I don't know.
10. 34.
Oh, right. So we're gonna be doing a run from 40 to
80.
40 to 80 timed. Once we hit this cattle guard, Matt's gonna send it.
There's the cattle guard right here.
Okay. And go.
Count off the time.
All right, we're at 15 seconds so far, almost to 70 miles an hour. Okay, we're at 22 seconds. And 80 miles an hour, 28 seconds.
Hold up. Were you going off of this or off of this?
Off this and that.
All right, so our official temp was 98 degrees. So that was our outside temp with 23% humidity. Our base run, 40 to 80, 28.2 seconds. And our oil temperature was 215 degrees. So we're gonna see if we can do better with this engine. All right, we are in disarray. Look at this. My shop is outside of the shop. It's here. But the show must go on. We got some testing to do. So Rhett's driving the Spider in. We're dropping the motor. We're putting the race spec motor in. We're gonna break it in, and then we're gonna go get some test runs. All right, the mystery motor's coming out. The race motor's going in. We're gonna get this engine dropped out like that. All right, we're gonna take the transaxle off of this because we're gonna be reusing it. So we're just gonna get these separated and then get the new one in. So now that we got the race spec motor here, we're gonna put the transaxle on. All right, we got this bolted together. Now we're gonna put it in the car. It was a late night last night, but I got the cam broke in, I got the oil changed, then I've been driving it nonstop since, and I just changed the oil again. So I feel like the engine's completely broke in and we're ready for our time trials. Now, there's some good and bad and ugly here. This is not the right intake and carb to fit in a car like this without taking the hood off. But rather than take the hood off, I'm just gonna run it without an air cleaner. So the heads I bought in good faith from a Corvair, very famous Corvair vendor. They probably didn't know, but there's something wrong and I have a huge exhaust leak between the head and the exhaust tube. That's not anything that I can fix without welding and machining. So all I can do is whine and complain and make excuses for how this is gonna go. But I think we're gonna see better numbers today. You hear that? So I know that exhaust leak is killing me. It's killing my torque, killing my performance. I haven't spent a lot of time dialing in the jetting. I know I'm a little fat, and fat is lazy. But once again, these are just excuses. I'm gonna say though that we shave a full 4 seconds off our time. So I'm going 24.2. We're within a degree of where we were testing yesterday, so I'm feeling like this is gonna be a pretty fair comparison. All right, as soon as we cross the cattle guard, so we're starting here at 40 miles an hour. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I didn't give myself enough room. I'm gonna catch this guy. Oh man.
Almost there?
We're almost there. And now.
21 point something. I'll look at the camera, but yes, around that. What was it before? 28?
28.2.
Okay, so that's 7 seconds.
All right.
7 seconds off.
That's a huge difference. I've been driving this car too much and I can't tell if it's
You're right.
faster anymore. We got one more point of data to collect, and that is oil temperature. We're gonna do it at the same place and see what we got. So we're right around 230 degrees. 259.
What are you?
230. All right, well that was a huge success. We stopped to get some fish and chips to celebrate. We're gonna keep working on Sweet Caroline and the Baja 1000 project, and we'll keep taking you along with us. Thanks for watching.
I was just noticing how stylish Matt is today. I don't know where this guy came from.
I'm a Dapper Dan man.